All right, everybody, welcome into NorCal Sports Network emergency broadcast. I am I'm on my phone. My internet just went down, so we bring you the news. JUAN SOTO to the New York Mets, 15 years, $765 million. No deferred money. I'm being texted like crazy. I can't even get on. My internet's down. So there we go. Kitchen handy. Yeah, you said it. I had Mets originally. I think most of us did. I changed it to the Yankees. We're hearing the Yankees just changed, or their offer was 16 years, 760. So Soto chooses the Mets for $5 million more. And I think this is pretty. I mean, the fact that he's getting it in 15 years versus 16, really, it's really $5 million. Okay, so $5 million is what he's doing this for. To me, it looks like he wanted to leave the Yankees. So, and by the way, the LA Dodgers signed Michael Conforto to a one-year deal tonight too. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think here. I'm doing this from my phone. I have no idea how this is. My internet, I was on a stream, on a live stream doing a 49er show with Larry Krueger, and my internet went completely down. Perfect timing, right? And as soon as it goes, I'm going to try and switch over once I get my internet back. Hopefully, I'll be working on that. Hopefully, Bora will join us here shortly. Like I said, I am still trying to get on back to my internet. Great timing as usual. No deferred money again. No deferred money. Steve Cohen takes some of his riches and sends it out to JUAN SOTO. All right, I may have my internet connection back. I'm going to try here. My phone has been blowing up here with texts from everybody letting me know JUAN SOTO. I get the text, guys. I'm on the live stream. Everybody wants to call me. I know what's going on. Okay, here, let me see if the internet is back on. My wife tells me. So I am going to try and get back on there. Let me see if I can do that. You might get double of me. I will disconnect when I'm live. Hold on here. All right, let me. There.
Two of you. Dan, you were talking. I just couldn't hear you, and your other one was frozen. We're having a few technical difficulties. Chat, everybody relax. Well, can you?
There we go. Thank you, Mark. Can you guys hear me and see me? Something went crazy. My internet went down. Give me a thumbs up, a yes, no. You can hear me right now. I am live. Let me know. Boras in. Can you hear me, guys? Yes, Philip, thank you. Freaking everything went wrong tonight.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little bit. There we go. All right, we got Lou. Lou, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
There we go. All right, we are all together now. We've got this. Gosh, we were more prepared for this. We had the thumbnail ready to go. My internet goes down. Bora's out in the middle of nowhere. Ryan's at the Warriors game, and we have nothing to get ready to go. So now we're here. So Juan Soto is officially a New York Met. I think the fact that, if you guys heard me, it was a 15-year deal for $765. It's now being reported that the Yankees went for 16 years and $760, and forget the 15 or 16 years. Soto left for $5 million. Soto left because he's not going to be. What's the difference if he's playing 15 or 16 years, right?
Did you see there was? You guys can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yep.
All right. I saw somewhere that there's like a bunch of incentives to boost it up over 800 million.
Wow. Your thoughts, Lou? Tell us your thoughts.
15 years is a lot. 760 is a lot. I mean, it's starting to get a little out of control. But you know what? You have an owner that wanted him, and he would always say he'd be the highest bidder. And, it tells me Giants, to make the playoffs, just got tougher. Because now you got a playoff team getting one of the best bats in baseball. And, I'm sort of glad we only have to see him 6 times. But, boy, the Mets now are back. Let me put it that way. And, I don't know what they're going to do with Alonso. But, I almost feel like they should keep Alonso because now you get somebody to protect him. And, the Mets are going to be a force.
Don't be surprised if someone offers $250 to Burns. 6 years, $250. His price tag may have just gone through the roof another 20, 30 million because teams like the Red Sox, the Dodgers could even jump in on Burns if they really thought they had a shot at and were willing to spend over 600 plus million or even 7.
Yeah, and no deferred money. Wow.
Hey, look, this is nothing to a guy like Steve Cohn.
Yeah.
He has the money now. He's going to pay it. Soto gets his cash. I do think that this could be a disaster of a deal in 5-6 years. It really could. This has the makings of an Albert Pujols type deal, but maybe worse. What happens if Soto? Look, guys, I don't want to create too much of a stir, but there's a lot of people from the Dominican that have had falsified their ages, and several players in the Dominican right now, young kids who have had their contracts yanked from them, their offers, because it's been found that they've been cheating on their ages. Because, look, you get in younger, you get into free agency sooner. You get into free agency at 26 versus 30. And then people pay you because they think they're paying a 26-year-old. What happens if Soto really is 30, 31?
I don't know. He looks, I don't know. I mean, you bring up the machine in his contract. The machine was 30. Going to be 31 opening day when he signed his big contract with the Angels. So, if Soto's 26, I mean, the guy's a proven winner, but, and it's not my money, so I don't care. It's just another, I'm just glad we get to see the Giants playing, but now, I think the pitching is going to be a little bit higher. I think, one thing we got to really talk about is Buster signing him before this, $765 million. I don't think we ever thought it was going to be more than Ohtani. 765 is a lot. And I would be surprised in the next 24 hours if both big pitchers are signed, because people are going to start getting desperate because everyone has their B plan now that they
Right.
get Soto.
Yeah, Burns goes next, and I think it just cost a little bit more money. Are the Giants willing to pay it? Because we know that the Yankees may go after Burns. They need pitching. They just lost Clay Holmes to the Mets. So what
Holmes,
happens if the
Louis,
Yankees? What happens if the Yankees? This may hurt the Giants. This may hurt the Giants. The fact that Buster had to probably bump up the pay to get Adames, because Adames.
But I think pitching and a fielder are a little bit different.
They are, but people, it's an asset. It's still an asset.
Yeah, no, but I think
Dan, going back to the Soto.
Yeah.
Even if he is 26, for 15 years he's going to be 41 when that contract is over. I mean, he's a right fielder right now. I mean, who knows how long that's going to last? He's not a great fielder. He's not super fast. I mean, in 5, 6, 7 years, he could be a full-time DH, and then the Mets are really that could get ugly for the Mets.
Right, $51 million a year, and he stays in New York. He switches cross town. The Mets now have Francisco Lindor. They have Juan Soto, and
pretty good
they have
combo.
But they don't have much pitching. Who's their ace? They don't have one.
I don't know. They have 2 free agents that are leaving. The former Giant was probably one of their best pitchers last year.
Manaea was, and Severino was, and Severino's gone. So what does this mean? Does Steve Cohen?
He might go after them.
Does he go after Burns as well? I mean, the fact that Scott Boras. What do you think of this, Bora? Scott Boras to Bora in the dark. What do you think of? What do you think of the fact that Boras has Burns and Fried as pitchers on his, client list? What do you think about that? The fact that he kind of has a monopoly here. He can almost.
He can control everything. He
exactly
can control everything. He had Snell. He has Fried. He has Burns. I mean, he has the whole thing. I mean, these guys, the Red Sox, Yankees, Dodgers, Mets, they've all been talking with Steve Cohen about Soto. But I mean, that's a quick phone call to just pivot to a Burns or to a Fried. And I mean, you've already built up that rapport with Boras. I think you're right. I mean, the dominoes are going to start falling. So
quick.
Burns is probably going to be signed pretty soon. Then it's Fried. I don't know when Bregman's going to sign, but this is going to go.
That's another Boras client.
Yep, exactly.
Bregman. Now Bregman has to get similar what the Giants paid out for Chapman first, and then Adames. Bregman gets at least 6 years.
A little bit more.
In between 160 and 180. And he may
I was
get
going to say a little bit more.
He may get that 7 year what Adames got. And if Houston's not willing to do this, keep an eye on this, people. As a Giants fan, keep an eye on this. If Houston loses out on Bregman to another team, that means they don't have a third baseman. And I hope it doesn't happen. But if he's not going to get playing time with the Giants, for Casey's sake, Casey Schmidt would be excellent third baseman in Houston. And he can hit that ball down that line too, just like Bregman did. And Casey Schmidt could be on Houston's radar if they're looking for a younger replacement. Because I think Casey Schmidt is a guy that he's a better third baseman than Bregman defensively. And you just never know what a guy like Casey might do. He hit 19 homers last year between AAA and the majors. He might get you 25 home runs in a park like Minute Maid.
Oh, I mean, that's such a short porch. But I think Bregman, there's a good chance he goes to the Yankees because they don't have a full-time, everyday third baseman. They were playing
Moved.
Jazz Chisholm at third,
Good point.
whose natural position is like a shortstop, second baseman, center fielder. I mean, that would be such an easy pivot too, because he's another Boras client. The Yankees were in on Soto. He $760 million. I mean, you could replace that with Pete Alonso. You want to wound the Mets a little bit. Sign Pete Alonso. You sign Bregman, and then maybe you sign Burns as well. And you could do all that for.
Here's what happens, Bora. What do you think of this? What do you think of this? I'm smelling something. Hear me out. We got Michael Conforto signed an hour or so ago with the LA Dodgers.
Okay, Oscar.
$17 million. How's this sound, guys? You bid $760 million on Juan Soto. Teoscar was rumored to be at 3 years, $75 million for the Dodgers. What happens if the Yankees go 4-120, give $30 million a year to Teoscar, and he gets an extra $45 million that he was going to get from the Dodgers? That happens, and then they go after Burns, the Yankees, and Bregman. They get Bregman, Teoscar, and Burns. Wait, Bregman, Teoscar, and Bregman. Aren't you better off than having Soto with those three players?
Who? Bregman,
Burns, and Teoscar Hernandez.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's. I'd argue that would be better for the Yankees. Cause I mean, outside their lineup this year, outside of Judge, outside of Soto, Chisholm at times, and Stanton at times, that lineup was pretty weak. So if you could replace that with a Bregman and Teoscar, and you can have a 1-2 punch of Burns and Garrett Cole. I mean, that's arguably scarier than just a Juan Soto.
Did we lose Boras?
You know what's happening right now in the Yankees. They are scrambling. They are on the phone with Scott Boras, and they are saying, let's get – does he have Teoscar too, Boras?
He might.
Does anybody know that? Let's see. Let me look that up. Teoscar Hernandez agent. And I'll let you know on that, because that would be something if you had the ability to go get all three at the same time with the same agent. And Teoscar's I don't think it is. No, it's Rafa Nieves. Tien's got the last.
And Dan, I have ML. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Lou. Lou, go ahead.
Okay. Dan, I was going to say I have MLB in the background, and they're saying right now it's between the Blue Jays and the Guardians for Santander. And it's going to happen within the hour.
Blue Jays and
there's
Guardians.
Another bat that's going to be gone.
Hey, Dan,
so
I'm gonna get out of here. My phone's going to die pretty soon.
Right,
okay.
Left and right.
I'll see if I can get back on.
All right, Bora, thanks.
Yep, bye.
Bye. All right, so Bora jumped on. We were scrambling, guys, to get on here because my internet went down. I was calling everybody to see if we could get this thing going, and I didn't think I was going to even be able to get this done. But Matthew, you're right. Boras does not have Teoscar, so I think he has Santander.
He froze.
Who froze? Are you frozen, Lou? All right, we're going to move Lou out here.
No, you
Lou,
are. I'm fine.
I'm
I'm just telling you what the chat says.
Okay, I'm frozen again. Dang it! I'm not
You
frozen
were.
now, am I? Okay, not sure what's going on. The internet.
The chat asks if you can do sign language.
Yeah,
I'm good.
So here we go. With this move, I think the Yankees pivot quickly the fact that Scott Boras has Burns, has Bregman, and Lou, are you frozen or me? It's you. Okay. Dan, I'm fine. It was Lou. I'm going to move Lou out and come back. He'll come back in when we get, I don't know what's going on with all our internets tonight. Okay. Lou. Okay, Lou, they're saying it was you that's frozen. Can you hear me, Lou?
No.
Okay, Lou cannot hear me.
I'm telling you, I'm good.
No, they're saying you're frozen in the chat.
Yeah, you're crackling.
Okay, I'm going to remove you, Lou, because you keep going in and out. Go ahead and come back in on the link again. Okay. So we will. All right. Hopefully Lou can go back in, figure this out. So, guys, I think this happens. I think something happens here by tomorrow with the Yankees and Bregman. Who else is out there? Maybe Alonso. How about if the Yankees go to Scott Boras and say, okay, we've got a package deal. We want Bregman. We want Alonso. I don't think you can get Hernandez because that's not the same agent. Go get Bregman, Alonso, and Burns. All right, Corbin Burns. They signed Corbin Burns for 6 years at $40 million a year. That's $240. They signed Bregman for 6 years, and they top over Willy Adames, and Bregman gets $185. 30, yeah. So he gets $185, 6 years. That's 180. You can probably get him for 180, 6 years. That's $30 million a year. So 180. Hold on here. I'm doing my math. 180 plus 240. And Alonso, let's say he goes 6 years, right about 180 as well. You just spent $600 million and you were willing to give up $760. Now, I know the AAV is different when you're spreading it out over 15 years versus 6 years. I think we got Lou back here. There we go. Lou, can you hear me now, Lou? Lou?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear us? Okay.
I can hear you.
There's a little bit of a delay. All right. There's a little bit of a delay. All right.
I can hear you.
I know.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes. So,
all right, here. I'll
million.
sign off and then reboot it and then sign back in.
That's what I want you to do. Thank you. Yeah.
It's okay.
All right. That way we get hopefully a better signal. Okay. So, yeah, Michael Conforto to the Dodgers. Steven tells me that they may be losing out on Hernandez. That Teoscar Hernandez, maybe agent, may be playing a little hardball. And they may have pivoted to Michael Conforto. Michael Conforto is a guy that can have a productive season in that lineup. I think it's a great move for Conforto. Okay, Blake Trinan has just agreed to a deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Blake Trinan is a 2 years, $22 million. So $11 million for Blake Trinan back to the Dodgers. Things are going to start moving here much quicker. And Bub Rab, I hear you on the AAV. That's like 100, let's see, 30, 40. Yeah, that's 100 million for the AAV. And that's something the Yankees may not do just because it puts them in the upper tier of the tax hit every year going forward. But wow, this is a major move. You know, the Mets, it's basically 51 million a year for Soto. So we're getting texts coming in here. We're getting all kinds of stuff. Hold on, let me see what happened here. Somebody wanted to. We got a text. Hold on, guys. It's sometimes when I'm on a live, it's hard to get all the text, but I do appreciate it, especially when they don't open up. Don't know what's going on.
It was just a minute ago.
Those texts aren't opening up, Robert. Tell me what they were. I'm having internet issues, so I can't stretch my bandwidth too much tonight because I don't want to lose the show. So I'm going to just go into Do Not Disturb here. So I'm on Do Not Disturb right now for my phone. So anybody that wants to tell me what's going on, put it right there in the chat. I'm having some internet issues, so I don't want to screw up the channel, the show. Thank you, though, Robert. Appreciate it. Lou.
Yes, sir.
The next man off the board, who is it?
I think it's probably one of the hitters. So
is it? Who do you got? You got Alonso, Hernandez, Santander, or Bregman. Those are the four big hitters.
I think Santander, and the Blue Jays. So I think it sounds pretty close there. So I think one of those. I think he's going to be next because he was on a lot. He was a lot of B people's if they didn't get Soto. So
I wonder if he goes to Toronto or if he goes to.
What do you think? You know, and then maybe Bregman.
Yeah. Boy, Boras has a chessboard of moves, doesn't he? Bub Rab, San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's the best.
Teoscar fits San Francisco really well. Yeah. Giants definitely need pitching, Bub Rad.
I'd love to have him, and he's switch hitter.
I need to put my better internet. It's unbelievable. I have fiber optic and 1 gigabyte, and my internet's all of a sudden decides to go down tonight. But it happens. It happens. So it's working right now, thank goodness. But we'll see where.
Big night.
Yeah. We thought it would happen either tonight or tomorrow. We didn't think it would happen during. Yeah, we talked about it last night right here.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I lost my banner here. Hold on.
Yep.
Everything's off here. Hold on 1 minute. Has that been missing the whole night? There we go. Yeah. So let me see what we got in the. All right. So looking here through.
It's unbelievable how much.
Yeah, guys, this was not a unexpected move with Soto. I told everybody that this would happen at the winter meetings. The winter meetings actually started tonight. I figured that Juan Soto would set the blaze. I thought it might happen during the week, but I really felt like this was going to get done because Boras has too many clients. And now, like you said, the dam opens up, Lou. Everything opens up. You got Bregman. I think Bregman may end up as a Yankee. I really do.
They need something.
How about if they just go Bregman and Alonso? They do need pitching too. They've lost out on Clay Holmes.
Two of their 5 starters are gone.
He was a reliever. Clay Holmes was a reliever. Who was their other starter?
But he's going to, I'm saying a possible starter because he's going to start. That's part of his deal.
Yeah.
With his signing.
I think Bregman goes off the board, and I think this pushes the market up for Pete Alonso. Yankees don't have a first baseman or third baseman. They had Anthony Rizzo at first. he's getting older. He's getting injured. You got Chaz Chisholm, who never played third base until this year. They'd prefer to put, I think they would like to move Chisholm to center field maybe and move Judge to a corner back over to right field, because that's a lot of wear and tear on Aaron Judge playing center field.
Good point.
Bub Rad to the Yanks, Yaz. I mean, that's a possibility. That is a possibility. Short porch there in right field.
You think they want Yaz?
I don't know. I mean,
you got to remember, guys, we don't like Yaz. Why would a team like the Yankees want Yaz?
How much better pitches would Yaz see if he was batting in front of Judge, though?
I think on the Yankees he'd bat like 7th or 8th. I would never bat him in front of Judge.
Probably. But I think the Yanks pivot and they go after Bregman, and it wouldn't surprise me they go after Alonso. Because think about it. You could probably get Alonso and Bregman for fairly close to that $50 million. They were offering $760 for 16 years. So that's 47.5. Okay, you could get if you go an extra year on Bregman, let's say you give him the Adames deal. Follow me. Say you give him the Adames deal. You go 7 years of Bregman, he gets 182, 185. That's 26 million a year. Now you can do the similar with Alonso. That's about 52 million a year. You were right there with Soto. Why are you better off? Let me ask you this.
I don't think you can get both those guys for 52 million. I think one's going to be about 30 and the other one's, I think it's going to probably be another 5 million more. Oh yeah.
I don't think so, Lou. I'll tell you why. Adames and Chapman are both at around the 25 million mark. That's it. It's just a question of years. So give him an extra year. Chapman got 151. What happens if Bregman gets 6 closer to the 180?
I think he's going to be closer to 30. He's probably going to be 6 years, 175, 180 million.
6 and 180 is 30. I think you got to go to 7 years. I think you got to go to give him that extra year to bring down the AAV.
Maybe.
If you want to stay under that, wherever that number is. So I think if the Yankees want to have a little bit of save their team, and also get a little retribution, how about you go get Bregman and Alonso, and you fix your corners?
Yeah, I mean, imagine you're a Yankee fan. You go to the World Series, you lose in dramatic fashion. You now lost probably your second best player, and he's going to a team down the road. Crazy. But it's baseball.
Right. So, yeah. Hey, guys, just to mention to you, forgot we came on in haste. I didn't even know I didn't have any. I came in on my phone to start this thing just to get it going. But let us thank our sponsor of the show. Yeah, Chapman Law Group. Guys, give Chapman Law Group a call for any legal matters that you might have. They're located in Marin at 415-613-9483. Chapman Law Group. We thank them. Tell them NorCal Sports Network sent you. Also want to mention to you guys, if you're watching us on Twitter or over here on YouTube, give us a like and subscribe. Thanks very much. All right, guys. Lou, a lot of signings going to happen, I think, starting.
I think in the next, by tonight and by tomorrow morning, I'd say maybe 3 of the top 5 will be gone.
Yeah.
Because everybody had a B plan if you didn't get Soto. There were 5 teams involved in Soto. So now those 4 teams are going to go nuts on whoever's still available. Right. And I would not be surprised once Byrne goes, there's going to be 2 pitchers right after him. I mean, Burns is now the top pitcher. Now that Snell's gone. Once he's gone, it's going to be boom, 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 boom. And then the batter's going to be boom, boom, boom. So as we talked about, the Giants need someone to replace Snell. They're going to have to move quick or they're going to lose him. And not going to be able to get free because he's going to go as soon as Burns goes.
Yeah, let's take a look here at the top 25 free agents according to MLB. We see that Juan Soto is
that's
now
what I was looking at.
Off the board there. So Juan Soto's gone. Who is second on the big board? It is Corbin Burns. And we looked at the potential fits for Soto, Giants, Mets, Yankees. He's a Met. Corbin Burns, Mets, Orioles, Red Sox. Well, let's hope he's a Giant. Roki Sasaki they have is number 3. I think the Giants could be in on that. Blake Snell, he's a Dodger. Alex Bregman, potential fits. They've got Astros, D-backs, Mariners. Add the Yankees to that list now. Max Fried, he could go as soon as Burns goes. Santander, you're talking Guardians. There it is. Look at that. Potential fits, Lou. Blue Jays, Guardians, Phillies.
Guardians and Blue Angel, the Blue Jays they were talking about.
Wow. Pete Alonso, Astros, Mets, Yankees. Does maybe Alonso comes back to the Mets because of Steve Cohen? I'm not
pretty
losing
big
him. And
2, 3, 4 batter. I mean 1, 2, 3 batters.
Willie Adames, look at that. Potential fits. Blue Jays, Dodgers, Giants. He's a Giant. Jack Flaherty, Dodgers, Mets, Red Sox. Tanner Scott. Shane Bieber. Who did Bieber sign back with? The Guardians, right?
He signed back with Cleveland, I think, 2 days ago.
Yeah. Christian Walker's out there. There's another guy that's a kind of a sleeper. He's a little older, but he can hit and he can field this position.
I'd love for the Giants to have him. That guy's bat is amazing.
Teoscar Hernandez. There's a team. Don't rule out the Braves. Don't rule out the Braves. All right, so there's our guys. I think these guys start to fly off the board here in the next few days. Let's hope so. Let's hope this is not what it was like last year when Ohtani signs and then we get this long lull of, baseball really needs to make a change and make us a signing date. Look, everybody has a signing date. College football for years, you had your time where it was early commits and this is the window that you can sign. So we'll see. What's going on in that Warrior game, Ryan? Haven't even seen that.
The Warriors won.
The game's over?
Yep. Minnesota only scored 14 in the fourth quarter. Warriors finally decided to play defense.
Wow. Like I say, my internet has been all messed up. I don't have a good, maybe I'm back on Wi-Fi. Maybe it'll work. That might help.
Both teams played bad in the fourth. Warriors outscored them 21-16 and won by 8, 114-106. And then in the football game, it's 17-16.
Okay, Warriors
Los Angeles.
Win. Interesting. I did take the Chargers tonight, by the way.
Yeah, they're up 17-16, and they have the ball. They're about to kick off. 4:35 left in the game.
Wow. Well, unbelievable news tonight. Juan Soto. Is this the richest contract in?
Something's going on.
Yeah, is this the richest contract in history in sports?
I think in baseball, not sports.
What's bigger?
Some of these soccer players, they sign 20 years, $1 billion.
Well, okay. How about for the Big Four? Is this the richest contract in North America, Big Four? I can't think of anybody that signed for more than this.
Because it beat Ohtani. So Ohtani, I think, was the largest.
Now, it doesn't beat Ohtani in terms of annual salary, average value, because Ohtani's a 10-year deal.
Yeah.
But you knew Boras. Look, NorCal Sports had it right again. I told everybody that this was going to be between 7 and 800 million. Other shows said, no way. No way. I'm talking about a month and a half ago. We were on it. We told you, look, everybody has their opinion and we're all going to be wrong sometimes, but you got to read the tea leaves and understand what's going on. Scott Boras was the agent. He didn't get the contract, the richest contract in baseball. You don't think that had a lot to do with this? Scott Boras, the king of baseball agents, he doesn't do other sports. He's a baseball savant. And he did not have the richest contract in baseball history. That meant that he was going to get 700 million. He had worked it all out. He had the Mets interested. He had the Yankees. He had the Red Sox. Look, I knew it was down to the Mets and Yankees. And I thought maybe the Dodgers might be a fit, but I didn't think the Red Sox in Toronto had a chance. And Boras worked this to his magic. He got, look, Boras was going to sign for 701 if that's all he could get.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 701.
He was going to get, I predicted 705 the other day. I knew from the beginning it was 7. And I told you what would happen in this situation. It's going to get down to the last week and it's going to be leverage here. And teams are going to start feeling the pressure and their offers going to get bumped up. And there you have it. 765 million. He did end up taking the highest offer. I don't know why he wouldn't have come back to the Yankees for basically the same money. The fact that he could have played in that park with that short right field fence. So to me, Juan Soto just took the biggest money grab. And he's going to be one of the most hated Yankees of all time now.
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares either.
No.
But when
it's not like he's going to a bad team for the money. He went to a team that made the playoffs, that has a superstar that looks like he's back. I mean, one of the best. Last year he should have been the MVP. If it wasn't for Ohtani, he'd be playing with the MVP for the Mets. So, and who knows, maybe, we don't know this, but there could be, he might have left saying, hey, listen, after me, the Yankees aren't going to spend any more money. It could be a downturn. The Mets, they have the money. They're going to do whatever it takes. And part of the agreement maybe is, hey, guys, in 5 years, I'm still going to be a billionaire. We're going to do whatever we want. The Yankees, they're not going to be the same team. We just don't know that. But it's, one of those things where he thought what was best for him, the family. And, of course, you got an agent that knows what he's doing. We only know the facts that we hear. We just don't know the whole situation. But I think that's a good question. Dan, why don't you get him on the phone and ask? See if you can get him on the phone and ask why he went to the Mets instead of the Yankees.
Well, let me put a call into him and see if I can get a hold of him. Hold on. Let me mute this.
Oh, God. They're going to win again, the Chiefs?
Come on, answer. Hurry up and answer, please. No answer.
No answer. He's probably partying.
Yeah. Dang it.
But no, you
That's
got to
right.
keep looking on your phone. I mean, this happened at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock East. I mean, they're Yankee fans that went to sleep, probably didn't even know. They're going to wake up tomorrow and be shocked.
That's right. It's 11 o'clock there. Yeah, there's
now?
some. Yeah, exactly. So
Because it happened about an hour ago, so 10 o'clock Eastern Time.
right.
But no, yeah, it's going to be it'll be exciting. I just hope the Giants can get another pitcher. I mean, I think you brought up a great point. Giants lose Snell. They need someone to replace him. And all we've heard from all these people is it's us and maybe two other teams for Burns. Well, let's get it done. I don't want him to be anywhere else except with us. You get Burns and you maybe get another person, a bat that maybe we're not thinking of. Now we're competitive,
And you got to look at
we'd have a 1-2 lineup pitching would be pretty dominant.
I'm wondering how Soto ages in this contract because he's going to be what they say he's 26. So is he going to be 27 next year during the season, or is he 20? Let me look at what they say his birthday is. I know if Matthew's still out there listening, he believes that Juan Soto might be much older than his reported age because he knows some of the players. I couldn't remember all the players that were in the Dominican. Okay, Juan Soto turned 26 on October 25th, so right during the World Series. So he will be 26 all next season. We'll see how this works out for the New York Mets. But you're right, one thing, Lou. The Yankees are a little bit tighter on the budget and spending than a guy like Steve Cohen.
Yeah. Steinbrenner, the old man, when he was alive, he didn't care.
Right. Yeah. The son didn't earn it, and he wants to make sure he hangs on to it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I didn't earn this money. It's just given. It's in my, I got to hang on to it. But Brad, Soto will hit over 600 home runs in his career. He would have had a better shot of passing Willie Mays at 660 and maybe even getting close to 700 if he stayed as a Met or as a Yankee. Excuse me. That park was much more conducive to. It's no coincidence he hit 41 home runs last year, as most of his major league career. Not only was it the park, but he batted in front of Aaron Judge all year. The Yankees have to pivot quick, or the Yankees are going to be like the Giants almost.
No, Baltimore's probably the favorite of the division right now over the Yankees.
It's interesting. Boras has just got to love. This is just a dream scenario. As a salesperson, I've had some years like that where everything just lines up and you got all these big clients and they just all click. He's got so many top clients and he controls the market. It's shocking.
Yep.
So, but this is a battle between the NLCS opponents, the Mets and the Dodgers now. This is like, what do they call that an arms race between Russia and the U.S.?
I think it helps baseball and the National League.
Yeah. This is an arms race between the Dodgers and the Mets. And now
that's all they're going to talk about, the night news tomorrow, the biggest contract, not the Yankees, the Mets. You're going to hear it. Even if the Giants signed Burns, you're still going to hear about Soto's contract with the Mets, at least for, the next couple of weeks.
And you've got the Phillies and the Braves in the NL East.
Yeah, wow. I think it's weird about the Phillies. They keep talking about possibly trading guys. In the last couple of weeks, I keep hearing, they might trade this, they might do this, they might do this. It's tough.
What's interesting to me on this, Lou, is this makes it tougher on the Giants. We're here. We are at NorCal Sports. Talk about the Giants. You've got 3 playoff teams most likely coming out of the National League East: the Phillies, the Braves, and the Mets. Okay,
Yeah,
Ken Rosenthal just put out Mets can void Soto's opt-out after 5 years by escalating his annual average value from 51 to 55 over the last 10 years. He's got a built-in raise, Lou.
I like it.
He can
That's what
opt
good agents
out.
do.
He can opt out after 5 years. That's like, if you're going on on one of those crazy rides and you got the safety switch to pull. Hey, I want to get off. Get me off this ride. Boom.
I think I might do that next time I get married. If I can get an opt-out after 5 years, if I don't like it, maybe I can get out. Get out.
Get all your
not have to pay anything or anything.
Get all your money back, everything.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think a girl would say that? Hey, listen, there's no prenup, but I want a contract better than a prenup that after 5 years, if I don't like it, I can leave. My God, you never get to the altar.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. There's no way he opts out, though. You're not going to get that kind of money 5 years from now. You opt out, right? And in the off season, you opt out and you get some freak injury and you blow out your shoulder, your knee, and you can't get nothing. He's not opting out.
Remember Matt Williams when he rode the motorcycle and he wasn't supposed to, part of the contract?
Well, that was Kent.
Oh, no, it was Jeff Kent. You're right. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, he's not going to opt out. You opt out at $51 million after 5 years, and what? Now you misread the market and you can only get 30 for 5 more. Because everybody goes, you're too old. Oh boy.
But no, hey, baseball's the talk. That's the one thing. Football controls USA 330 days a year. The other 35, except for Super Bowl Sunday, baseball has their things. This is sort of a big thing. Opening day of baseball is big, the World Series, and then these winter meetings, when you get it, it's big. But yeah, Dan, you bring up a good point. I mean, Philly is going to be Philly. Atlanta is going to get back their MVP from 2 years ago and their best player. So they're going to be better. The Mets are going to be better. And I keep telling you, the team to watch is the Washington Nationals. Their young studs are there. They're going to be there. So that's 4 teams. And then, you're going to have the Cardinals are probably going to be back.
No, Cardinals are done. The Cardinals are done.
Okay, then you're going to have the I meant Cincinnati. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. And then, I mean, the Giants almost are at the point now where I don't know if they can make the wild card, even if they get pitching. Because you look at it, you're going to have 4, 6.
Well, you've got
8 teams that are already better than us. I'm not even talking about Arizona.
Yeah, you've got San Diego. You got the 3 in the East. You got 2 teams coming out of the East as wild card, whether it's the Braves, because Acuna's coming back. So you got the Braves, and then you got the Phillies, and of course the Mets. So those 3 teams should get in. 2 wild cards out of that. You've got the Padres is probably the 3rd. And then you've got the Diamondbacks, potentially, like you said, the Reds. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. So,
you know what? It will make the NorCal Sports Network during the baseball season even funner, because the National League is going to be, you're going to have to win games. You're going to have to hit in the clutch and no big losing streaks.
Yes. So let me get a little drink of water. I'm thirsty here.
Yeah,
Right.
truth hurts. De La Cruz will be the next super free agent.
Probably.
You know, that's another 3 years away.
All right. Oh, they're in field goal range, the Chiefs. All right. Geez, they're going to go ahead again.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, you know, they always get the ball last.
Yep,
You got
they
to
always
avoid
do. And they just got the first down, so now they're going to run the clock. They're going to win it again. Oh, my goodness. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
But the spread, I think, was 3.5 tonight. So if you bet the Chargers, you get your money.
Unless they score a touchdown here.
Yeah, but the Chargers are, I don't think they have any more timeouts left, so they'll just take a knee. Hey, you know, all I know is about 5 weeks ago, the Denver Broncos were in the same situation and KC blocked them. So, you know, you never know. Maybe the Chargers can block KC. What comes around goes around. Trying to help Big Ryan out there.
Yeah, yeah. Ryan was at the Warriors game tonight. So, guys, what does Don say? After Soto signing, the Reds don't have a chance to sign De La Cruz to a long-term contract. Yeah, probably not. It's a shame. What these teams need to do, Don, is do what the
Braves
did. A kid like that out of the Dominican grows up, you know, probably in pretty much poverty. And what you got to do is sign him right out. If you think he's great as a rookie, you got to sign him to You got even the first year. They did that to Jackson Churio this year with the Brewers. They signed him to a big deal, took part of his arbitration years away, and they've got him locked up. They don't have to worry.
All of the Braves contracts are like that. They have like 4 or 5 contracts are all about the same. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. They're talking about Ken Rosenthal is talking about the opt-out, exactly what you just said. You're on top of it, Dan, tonight. You're on top.
What did Rosenthal say?
Oh, he's talking about the opt-out where the money's going to go from 51 to 55.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
breaking in. And, you were 5 minutes before.
Oh, well, I actually got the news from him. So
okay.
I can't say I stole that. No, I'm just saying that he's not going to opt out. It's crazy that he's got an opt out and it can go higher. If he doesn't opt out, they have to increase it to 55 million. Is that what it was?
It says Mets can void Soto's opt out after 5 years by escalating his average annual value from 51 to 55 over the last 10 years.
Oh, okay. I don't think he's even gonna. Why would he opt out? Unless the market's changed like crazy.
Who knows? Maybe the Mets are good then. You just don't know.
Yeah, you're going to have another CBA fight coming up in a few years too. So we'll see what happens during that CBA. They may try to put in a salary cap type thing, the owners, and which would create a strike with the players union. No way the players union want that. Yeah, I don't see.
Here's the last second field goal. 1 second left.
Yeah, but it's not Butker, is it? Is he out or is he back?
Which one?
The kicker. Wasn't Butker hurt for the Chiefs?
It's over. Chiefs win again.
They just need to lose a game like this. Maybe a heartbreaker in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if they make it.
Oh, he hit the crossbar and it bounced in. I mean, the upright.
I didn't see it.
Oh, my goodness. He hit the stinking left upright and it bounced in.
Maybe they're just a team of destiny this year. They're getting so lucky.
Oh, my goodness. They just won the AFC West. Oh, that's right. The guy that – is that the guy that the Niners had, Mark? Who's the guy? Is that the same guy that the 49ers had?
And Dan, we do like your new hat that Los gave you.
Yeah, it was a trade.
I like it.
Check the replay out, Lou. Look at it. Boing.
Ding.
Wow. Another 6 inches, 5 inches to the other side of that. It's not good.
Well, the Chargers have now dropped.
2 in a row.
Yeah, but 2 tough teams, too, you played. You know, the team that nobody's talking about, Baltimore. I mean, I think they'd be scary, but.
Oh, it is the same kicker. Wow. The guy that got his shoulder smashed.
That means Denver and San Diego are now tied.
Wow. YouTube. What a comment. Look at this. YouTube says the smart ones trade away hats. The stupid ones trade away Ohtani.
He remembers.
He remembers our fantasy baseball.
They know that.
Yeah. That is true, YouTube. You got I give that one the comment of the night, and I think we'll end the show with that because this was an impromptu show, guys. Thanks for joining. The smart ones trade away hats. The stupid ones trade away Ohtani. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. How do you say you know baseball and trade away a guy like Ohtani and Snell and Yamamoto for Ellie? Oh, my goodness.
Well, chat, beware if something happens. Remember, NorCal Sports, we'll be right on it.
Yep, absolutely, guys. We really do appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining. We will be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Okay, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Join in, and we will see you at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Check out our videos. Make sure you check those out. We'll have 2 or 3 videos out tomorrow. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the videos. Give comment on the videos. It really helps us out, and we appreciate all of you. You guys have a great night, and if there's something that breaks, we'll come back. If Burns signs tonight with the Giants, we'll come back. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow night. Take care.